5 hours a day. 1 year, it'd be good to me. So.
Hey, man. Jason decided to go to the bathroom right now. So we're just going live with this webinar while he's off doing his Jason thing.
Yep.
So, Colin and I are here, and we want to say hi to everybody. And as soon as Jason gets back from whatever the heck he's doing, we'll actually dive into this whole presentation. I'm glad everyone's coming in. I'm going to take a look here at my poll, and we have attendees coming in. We got, wow.
Jason's back.
You guys are rocking. We got people coming in out of our ears. So you get to be entertained by Bill and Colin for a minute. So Jason, he's back.
Yeah, he's back.
Okay.
He just has to make an entrance. That's what that's all about.
Yeah. We're just glad you pulled your fly up. So welcome, everybody. Hey, it's great to see people flying into the room. We're using a Webinar Jam system, which I've had problems with in the past. But as we go forward with this in the future, we're going to just use YouTube Live. It's just easier. But since we started this way, we're going to stay with this program. This is Bill McRae from Traffic University Traffic Token. You pretty much all know who I am. But I have a couple of other gentlemen here today, and I have a prepared PowerPoint presentation because I wanted to impress the heck out of everybody. So I'm going to start that presentation, and Colin and Jason are going to step in and say their little bits as we get going, but I figured the sooner you quit looking at my ugly face, the faster we get going in this presentation, the better off you're going to be. So I'm going to share my screen real quick, and then you're going to see my messy desktop. And sometimes it can be fun. Google, no, I don't want that one to desktop. So when you start sharing screens, guys, you got to actually click the Present to Everyone button. All right, screen sharing. Can you tell me if you see my screen, guys?
90 days of action is what I see.
Yep, we can see it.
All right, good. I'm going to start this at the beginning here. Slideshow, I should start. Play from the start. Okay, welcome everybody to 90 Days of Action. Now, how this whole thing came together is Jason and I have been working on our 200-click sales funnel, and we've been answering questions and talking to people. And actually, I've had some pretty good success with the sales funnel, myself in particular. And it's very easy to do if you have the right knowledge, training, and education background and experience and stuff to literally replace a $50,000 a year paycheck in 90 days. So Jason came up with the name, and I said, well, that's cool. But before we start marching into this whole plan, I'm the bald guy on the left. That's me, Bill McRae. In the middle is the bald guy named Jason. On the far right-hand side is a good-looking guy named Colin. So just a little bit about me, and then I'm going to let Colin introduce himself, and then Jason, since he's the smiley guy in the middle, gets to go last. I've been doing this since 2004. I started a very successful online retail e-commerce business selling guitars. And I made a couple $1 million doing that. I ended up selling the business to a company called Musicians Friends. It's the premier guitar online retailer. And then I moved to San Diego and became the chief financial officer for a large pump manufacturer. And that was no fun at all. So I retired and started my own business, and I was focusing primarily on, I didn't like the e-commerce side because I had to package and ship, and I had customer complaints, and I had credit card fraud, and all the problems associated with that. But what I did do was become an affiliate for the company I was selling. I sold my guitar business to, and when I did that, I made like $20,000 a month. And I'm like, are you kidding? That's the easiest money I ever made. It was more money than I made as a retailer. I was making that as an affiliate. So I fell in love with affiliate marketing back in 2004. I retired in 2008 and started a software company. And as luck would be, I developed some software, some various programs and some software. And in 2010, I launched what they call a multi-site content posting plug-in for automated blogging that we called Massive Passive Profits. It was insanely effective. It worked exactly as we described. And I sold $3 million worth of software in 2 months. I was very fortunate that in that process, I did a webinar with Hitesh, a guy named Hitesh, who was selling a software package called Keyword Discovery, and in 1 hour, I made $364,000. So that's the sort of extreme end of the game potential. Fortunately for me, I've been able to follow that up with blogging software, and now I primarily don't do product launches anymore because it's painful, and I sell about $400,000 a year in traffic. Right now, I was asked by Mike Smith to be the person to introduce traffic tokens to the market. That has been it's turning into a great success, but it started out really rough because I had various problems associated with people who were jealous of the product, who were hacking the site, and all that stuff. But they seem to have it worked out now, and it's a very big part of what we're going to teach you with 90 days of action. So that's who I am. I'm the oldest guy here by a long shot. I'm 55 years old, and I'm going to hand it off to the young stud. Colin, introduce yourself.
Thanks very much, Bill. Greatly appreciate it. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, no problem.
All right, fantastic. Yeah, just a real quick introduction to myself, I guess. I actually hail from the beautiful island of Grand Cayman in the Cayman Islands in the heart of the Caribbean. So to my friends who are, in much colder places right about now, if I could send some warm weather to you, I would, but you're always welcome to come down to Cayman at any point in time. And just a little bit about me. Once again, grew up in the Cayman Islands, went to school for a bit in the United States. I started out in the networking industry in about 2002. And over the years, I've been pretty much the top associate in a number of companies that I promoted for the entire Caribbean. So I really enjoyed some great success. I love networking, love people, love to help people, love to see people succeed. I've also done a lot of training, do motivational speaking, and a number of things like that. But of course, for me now, living on an island with only 40,000, 50,000 people, initially when I started off in the industry, it was with physical products, and so we ran into problems with shipping and duty and all of these additional costs that are associated with moving physical product. I said there's got to be a better way. So I started to look for things that were more digital. I started to investigate and learn more about the online space and the digital space. And so ever since going the digital route, I've never looked back. It's fantastic. It's definitely where it's at. And I've been able to connect with some wonderful people such as Jason and Bill. So just very excited for what we got going on here. The future is very bright, and as Zig Ziglar said, you can have everything you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want. So just looking forward to helping a lot of people, achieve the real freedom and some of the things that they really want to achieve for themselves and their families. Oh, sorry. Some of you might have also noticed to the side here. It's just how my office is situated. Blame my wife. There's some trophies there and stuff, but I love the sport of basketball. I actually played for the national team in the Cayman Islands as well for more than half my life. So I'm an avid sportsman as well. So just let you guys know that's what happens with the trophies there in my office. Back to you, Bill.
Okay, great, man. I'm an avid sportsman too, but at 55 years old, the biggest sport I get to have is picking up my pen. No, Jason is kind of the mastermind behind 90 Days of Action. He's the gentleman that came up with the 200 click sales funnel, and I'm going to let him tell his story now.
All right, thanks, Bill. We're sounding good?
Yep.
All right, a little bit about my background. I originally come from automotive retail. Okay, well, first of all, I live up in the Buffalo, New York area, about a 30-minute drive from Niagara Falls. If you're familiar with the area, you know that we're kind of in a change of seasons right now, going on this roller coaster ride from 70 degrees the other day to 25 degrees last night with snow here and there and all the rest of that stuff. But my background overall was from the late 80s all the way up through about 2005 was automotive retail. So business to customer retail was my thing for the longest time. But essentially what happened to me was I got a pink slip one day. I didn't agree with the corporate mentality of the company that I was with. Ended up being shown the door and had to make a new way for myself. So back in 2005, approximately, I discovered the internet and started making the best of what I could with it. Back then, we were in blogging tribes. Bill knows some things about this, and so does Colin, of course. A friend of mine introduced me to blogging and how to syndicate information within a group and stuff like that. And we all started doing all these different affiliate programs and network marketing and sending traffic to each other that way. Fast forward to right now, you've kind of fallen away from that, where people are syndicating information through blogs. They're syndicating more information through Facebook and Twitter and all the different other social networks and stuff like that. And what we wanted to do as a team, or what I wanted to do for my team, was to find a better way for people to be in front of more people or to get eyeballs on their offer. So what we wanted to do was to come up with systems that made sense to people, that were easy to implement, that were easy to get traffic or eyeballs across them. And that's kind of how we came up with 200 Clicks, TBD, which is also known as Team Built Downline, in order to help people such as Colin, who had a limited amount of people on island in order to talk with. So what we wanted to do is get them in front of as many qualified people as possible, the United States and Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, and stuff like that. And we started putting together those systems and those ways to get traffic and stuff like that. So what we also, when I started talking with Bill, what we wanted to do was not only get that traffic, but give people a way to learn exactly how to do that, and to not have to worry about training others to do that, to make it as simple as possible for people to get involved. So, that's kind of the nuts and bolts of what we're doing here and where we're coming from right now. Currently in my primary, I have about 17,000 people on my team worldwide. Building teams, I'm familiar with that. Putting traffic across marketing funnels, I'm familiar with that. And what we want to do here is give people the best training possible to show them exactly what they can do with the systems that we got. So that's kind of my background. And Bill, I'll shoot it back to you.
Okay, now what I'm going to do is take everyone through a quick PowerPoint presentation, and Jason and Colin can interject anytime they want. Just tell me to shut up, and I'm not very good at that, but I'll try and put your 10 cents in. So first of all, I read a lot of these quotes every day, and I tend to post a lot of them on Facebook. And I just kind of like this one: opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. And that's kind of what Jason did here with the 200 Clicks thing. Is I was looking for somebody, because I was responsible for building the customer base for Traffic Token. I was looking for a way to, get people to build sales funnels and offer them to their downlines, which is typically the way it's done with things like Power Lead systems, stuff like that. So I talked to a few people, and Jason and I talked about it. I liked this program because it was basically, Power Lead system is powerful, but it sucks. I mean, it really is hard to use, and its email deliverability is terrible. So it just wasn't going to do a lot, and it was a lot of money too. And honestly, I think some people will probably ultimately build sales funnels with Power Lead system for the Traffic Token opportunity, but there's a better way to do it, and that's what we've come up with. Is we've finally come to the understanding of the way to lead people into this funnel is with the education they need to be successful. Thus, we came up with 90 days of action, because literally, if you can do this stuff for 90 days, the world is your oyster. So that created this, which you probably have all seen, the 200 Click system. That's just a simple, self-contained, replicated sales funnel. And inside that, there's a number of different steps and procedures you got to take in order to activate the funnel, become an affiliate for various programs. And by driving traffic to this one funnel, you have an opportunity to make money on multiple levels and multiple programs. And why that's important is traffic is not cheap. And there's a lot of different types of traffic, different qualities of traffic. Being in the traffic business myself, I process mountains of data, and it creates a certain quality of traffic. People that do a product launch and have a email list, they have a different quality of traffic. It goes on and like that. So we're going to talk a lot about traffic and what's working and not working within the 90 days of action, because honestly, our number one concern is your success, because we all get paid when you guys are successful. That's how this whole thing works. So the 200 clicks is that sales, what do we call that? It's a sales funnel that brings in all these products together underneath one marketing system, so that when you spend money on traffic, you have an opportunity to make money on multiple programs and multiple levels, which is by far the ideal way to do it. Plus, a lot of these programs we're going to share with you have recurring commissions, and honestly, that's the best of everything, because I either want to get paid instantly or I want to get paid every month. And so we selected programs based on that. So to be successful, and what 90 Days of Action is going to do, is going to teach you how to take a marketing system, marketing platform, which is what 200 clicks is, and drive traffic to that and make money off of basically, I think there's 6 products in there now. That might change, that might go up, that might go down. We have the ability to change those products, and we want to make sure that those products that we add in there into the funnel are going to pay you instantly or in no more than a week. Now, as a big-time ClickBank affiliate, we used to get paid every 2 weeks about 60 cents on the dollar, and they reserved the rest, and you basically only got paid about 75% of what you earned the way ClickBank worked. That was very frustrating. Now, I did very well with it, but still it was very, very frustrating. So you need, the marketing system and then real products, and then unfortunately, you need a variety of different traffic sources. We're going to recommend several sources, and you do need to mix it up. Now, what makes the traffic pay for you is the program that we're selling, plus the recurring programs that are all part of the funnel. When somebody buys into it, they line up all these programs at one time, and hopefully they become part of our coaching program, and we'll teach them for you how to make this work, how to make it active, how to make it commissionable every day.
Right. Don't forget also, Bill, the fully automated system. This is a plug it in, set it, and kind of forget it kind of system. It's going to do absolutely everything for them inside of 200 clicks. There's no, well, I got to learn this over the next 30 days and figure out how I'm going to get my funnel to work and put in all the right HTML and all the right JavaScripts and make it do all the right stuff. This is a set it and forget it kind of system, fully automated auto replicator that you're driving traffic to. And when that traffic hits your 200 clicks, it automatically goes over, and these people are offered the 90 days of action. They're offered the upgrade in 200 clicks. Then they're taught through 90 days of action in order to buy that traffic, like you're talking about, the variety of traffic sources, in order to send them back to 200 clicks to see 90 days of action again. So it's this perpetual marketing funnel that's all done for you and set up. If you can put in your name, and you can put in your phone number, your email address, and your affiliate URL, you're set. It's ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah, as the saying goes, guys, system, you use that as an acronym for save yourself stress, time, energy, and money.
That's good. So basically how it works is you're going to just promote one thing. That's a 200 clicks system, which is a replicated page, and it automatically promotes everything else. Now, the system is available for free, but if you decide to purchase it for $30 a month, this will include an automated email autoresponder series that goes out. So you're not depending on people landing on your thank you page and signing up for everything. It will automatically send out these email sequence for you, which is honestly the ultimate way to convert any traffic, is with the follow-up email. In marketing, which I've been doing since I was 14 years old, we always figured it took about 9 separate points of communication before you can convert a customer. That's what the email marketing is all about. Helps you create those opportunities. So once you upgrade, you get you get the autoresponder sequence too. You have to plug in SendGrid, which is very, very inexpensive. Plus, you become a member of the 200 Clicks, or what's called Team Funnels affiliate program. And every time somebody comes through your funnel and they decide to upgrade themselves, which is part of what our job is to do, is to convince people to upgrade, you'll be getting a percentage of their commission. So I, for example, upgraded when I bought the 200 Clicks funnel, which I had to buy to promote Traffic Token. And I now have, I don't know, 60 people that upgraded or whatever it is. So I'm getting more than enough money to cover my $30 a month I'm paying for the program. And that's how each and every one of these things are kind of set up. Plus, I'm getting money that I didn't even know I was going to get, because my downline people, and I have 600 people in my downline with Traffic Token, they're buying it, and those people on the second, third, fourth, and fifth level is piling a little bit of money every day. So it's kind of a nice thing. So that's how it all works. Like I said earlier, we picked programs that pay. We're going to have an affiliate program for our 90 Days of Action coaching program. We'll touch on that a little bit more in detail later.
Let me just jump on here for a second, Bill. 200 Clicks is switching over from exclusively Traffic Token over to 90 Days of Action. And then Traffic Token is going to move down to one of the affiliate banners inside of 200 Clicks, which makes more sense anyways. But if you could go back one slide for a second there, Bill. What you get when you get 200 Clicks for free, okay, when somebody who is upgraded gives you a free membership into 200 Clicks, it's a lead capture page for free. So that person who has already upgraded can give that to you for free, and you can collect leads that way. You can sign into the back office, and you can .csv export those leads to wherever you want to. And the system itself will also start to initially follow up with them. But what you want to do inside of 200 Clicks, and the reason why that you want to upgrade, is because then you can give the system away to others for free as well. You can customize the automatic opt-in emails to those leads if you wish to. You can send broadcasts to the leads and referrals, which is some powerful stuff, simply because at any time that you feel like for instance, this webinar, you want a group of people that are already your leads to come and see this webinar because you're an affiliate for it, you can send out that email blast to all those people and invite them, within minutes, instead of having to sit there and set up some sort of campaign. Now, also, speaking of campaigns, the email follow-up series, that campaign itself is going to end up being 60, 70, 80, 90 days long, where these folks are going to have to unsubscribe if they don't want to hit it anymore. We're not going to club them over the head with these long tomes of information in their email or anything like that. It's going to be inviting them back all the time on your behalf to come back and see what the offer is once again from 200 Clicks and 90 Days of Action. So it's going to remind them every single day to come back. And then, like Bill was saying, you can earn commissions 5 levels deep on that. So that, Bill is a prime example of what's going on here. He comes in, he shares it with a few people. He shared it with about 60 people, who then started to share it themselves. And he's making $10.50 on the first level, $3 on levels 2 through 4, and $1.50 on level 5. And that can get really big when you really start to think about it. So that's what we wanted to offer people: not only the system, not only the training, but the ability to bank, the ability to make money on the system as well.
Okay. So like I said earlier, all the programs we picked to put into this program are either instant pay or pay weekly. If you're like 90 Days of Action, where we're going to have a program available to sell the coaching, you're getting a preview of it right now, essentially. It's going to pay instantly your PayPal account. One of the things we're going to recommend to people is Talk Fusion, which is a branding product, something that Colin is done incredibly well with. And it literally pays instant on your Payvolution. I don't think I got that changed. You literally have a debit card that, if you sell something today, you can spend the money at dinner tonight. Traffic Token is set up to pay weekly, and it pays very nice, 80% on that initial order. So, I want to line it up $10,000 worth of orders. So this Friday I got some money coming in. That's easy thing to sell. And it's nice getting paid on every week, and then it recurs for months. The MLM Traffic Center is my partner, Diego Cohen's traffic that I sell for people, and 200 clicks a day, which is what we've been talking about. We also have a separate funnel that focuses purely on TalkFusion called Team Build Downline, and both of those pay daily. And how that works is, at the end of the day, this dude that runs the business for us, owns it, runs it, whatever, I guess he doesn't sleep much, and he just pays you every day. It's really super nice. So there's no waiting around, no wondering if you're going to get paid. It just happens. Now, if any of you guys have been an affiliate for the MLM Traffic Center, it's hard to sell traffic at that level, but you know, boom, you get paid the second the order comes through. So that way you're not waiting for your money. And what we're trying to do is, no matter what you are selling, whether it's TalkFusion, Traffic Token, or any of the traffic sites or anything else, it's not so much the service that makes it hard to sell, it's the lack of understanding how to sell it. So 90 Days of Action goes in front of all this, because it's going to be our coaching program where we're going to literally walk people through step by step in our coaching programs and our weekly webinars to teach people how to activate and make all this stuff work for them. And you'll be excited about what we're going to offer there. So one of the things I've got to emphasize a lot is you need a variety of traffic sources to promote here. Now, we recommend the MLM Traffic Center. The traffic comes from Diego. It's not my personal list. TalkFusion is actually not a traffic source, but we also have Human Eyeballs and Udemy. These are all programs that will be in the 200 clicks sales funnel that you will make commissions on. Now, in the case of MLM Traffic Center, you get paid instantly. I don't know how Human Eyeballs or Udemy pays, but they do pay. And they're all very good programs. So you're going to be asking your guys to go buy traffic and drive to this. But the idea is we want to get as much of that investment in traffic back first. And that's where 90 Days of Action comes in.
I believe Colin knows, and I can attest to this with Human Eyeballs. It's generally the same day. Colin, are you experiencing the same thing?
Yeah, Jason, it's generally the same day. Latest, I would say, is a week, though.
Okay, so the other traffic source we're going to point to people is more of a business opportunity. It's also a very good traffic source, and that's the traffic token system we launched a few weeks ago. And you can see, you know, it got launched, it got hacked, it had all sorts of problems, but it's running full speed now. They're making their first affiliate payments out this Friday, and you can see the cost of traffic is dirt cheap. And we've got 2,200 users in there. I'm glad to say a lot of them are in my downline. But as this continues to grow, you'll see it get into millions of clicks per month. It's a great system. It's a very complicated one. They're going to release like 1,000 tokens a month. So you can see this month we only got 232 left available. Then there'll be more next month. So it's a great source of traffic, and it's inexpensive, but I wouldn't use it solely to promote the 200 clicks funnels. And I see a lot of people out there buying traffic on Udemy and other sources on it. I think that's probably a very wise thing to do. So the prime product of the sales funnel is 90 Days of Action, because I don't want you to worry about price here, because you're here now. So what it's going to sell for next week is a different story. But it's going to sell for $77 for a year of coaching with us. And we're going to pay our affiliates instantly $69. So we're not making a lot of money on this, but we're looking to help our downline and all these programs build their business and be successful. Because the more they do, the more that people that are in my downline do, the better off it is for me in the long term. So, and the purpose behind the 90 Days of Action is to teach people how to sell all these things. 90 Days of Action, Traffic Token, other traffic sources, TalkFusion, all the sales funnels that are available. And really, we can build you your own sales funnel for any other programs you want to do. It's a little bit more money, but there is no limit to what we can do. So if you say, hey, I want to spend the money to have you build a custom platform that's going to promote 3 different products than the ones we got, that's also an option as well. The idea behind this is, if let's say you are now an affiliate of 90 Days of Action starting Monday when the $77 price goes out, you take one sale and you just paid for your membership, more or less, or anybody who sells it. It only takes one sale. And it's going to sell very well, because this isn't like one of these systems where you can't find the information. And we'll share with you a little bit on that. So basically the process is going to be, you kind of come in, you set up your 200 clicks funnels, and you want to follow the instructions precisely, and they're going to be in the membership area. And we'll show you a preliminary shot of what that membership area is going to look at. You just go through it step by step, exactly as instructed in the video, including every affiliate link, so that when you send traffic to that funnel, you have an opportunity to make money on 6 products, many of them recurring. A lot of them are things that people have to have, and this is where you make the money. I mean, if you're just promoting one product at, let's say, ClickBank, you might get an order, but you might spend more money on the traffic than you make in the order. So, like I said earlier, you want to purchase upgrade to the system so you get the automatic email follow-up, and this will allow you to give away the sales funnel as well, which is, giving it away is a great way, because when you say, hey, it's free, and it really is, you can use it as a squeeze page, and people land on your thank you page, and they might sign up right then and there. My experience with thank you page sales is they're a fantasy told to you that's going to work by people who want you to buy their stupid program and buy traffic for it. The results are not very good. I mean, less than 0.5% of people that go to that thank you page, they're going to stand there for 10 to 15 seconds and they're going to move on. It's the follow-up emails that actually sell for you. And I sell a lot of traffic, and I get people come back, nobody registered for what? And I look at their thank you page, and it's like that you're trying to get them to register for some rev share program. It doesn't even tell them what it is or how they're going to get money, and that's your thank you page. There's nothing to it. So people are immune to it. It's the follow-up that really, really makes a difference. The next step is to use Traffic Token to drive some of your traffic to that funnel. Like I said earlier, it's just not enough. You need to go get traffic from Udemy. Now, if you're buying traffic for any of the 200 clicks or TeamBuilding downline sales funnels, I don't necessarily want you to buy it from me, even though I'm one of the bigger suppliers on Udemy. The reason why is my personal traffic is seeing this offer. So if I promote it for you as well, it's just not going to convert as well. You can purchase traffic from the MLM Traffic Center, and that's one of the main reasons why I got Diego to partner with me in that, so that we can use his traffic for different offers than my traffic, or from any solo ad provider that you want. Okay, there are a lot of different sources of traffic we're going to teach you within the 90 Days of Action as well. Now, one of the great sources of traffic that I use is Facebook, but I use it properly. Okay, I don't spam people's walls. I don't, hit them up in a chat and say, hey, I'm done. I get this every day. 15 people hit me up in a private message at Facebook. Join my $1 program and you'll make $1 million. No, there's a right and a wrong way to use Facebook, and if you honestly using it within their terms and conditions is really more effective than all that other spam bullshit anyway. Also, YouTube, it's an amazing source of traffic. And not just lots of volume of traffic, but high quality traffic as well. So we're going to actually teach those things in the membership areas of the 90 Days of Action, and we're going to have weekly training sessions and Q&A sessions where we're going to answer questions and add value to those training portals. So there's a lot of this training is you get the funnel set up, and then how do we drive traffic to it? And then the final step is to train your downline how to promote this funnel as well. See, that's the whole thing that always bothered me about MLM and network marketing over the years of studying it. I've never been able to do it very well, because it's like all you got to do is get 2 people, then train those 2 people, get 2 people. It just doesn't ever work, because I'm not very good at training people, let's say, or maybe the guy who I recruit, not very good at training people. So you end up going abroad and getting lots of people. If people buy the 90 days of action, they're going to get the training from us, what we're actually doing and showing our actual results. So you don't have to train them. You just got to encourage them to buy the 90 days of action. So that's what you do. You recruit people. You hopefully they buy the 90 days of action. And when they do, we're going to charge $77 a year. And they'll probably only be in it for less than a year. But you're going to get $69 instantly. Now, this isn't going to happen until Monday, and I'll let Jason talk about this. When we're going to put the price to $77 on money, you guys will be affiliates, and you can make $69 instantly on every sale of the coaching. But the coaching needs to be first, because if you sell them a program without how to actually enable and enact and take action on that program and have somebody where they could private message and go, what am I doing wrong? Or come to the webinars and learn, they're going to fail. Now, at the same time, we recognize that the opportunity is to get people successful fast. And that's kind of the nice thing about the 200 clicks, because it's very simple, straightforward. If you watch the training videos. And in the members area of 90 Days of Action, instead of having a 10-minute video to watch, we're going to break it up into a bunch of little videos, which is really the way people prefer to learn. I mean, when I see a 15-minute video, my eyes roll into the back of my head and I start to fall asleep. So we set it up to where 200 clicks does the selling for you, and 90 Days of Action coaches your downline for you. So therefore, we put it front and center in the sales funnel, because just getting a bunch of recruits that don't know how to sell anything isn't going to make you any money. And you guys are lucky, because you're here before we even launch, and you're going to get in and be an affiliate of it when it launches next week.
Well, Bill, what we were finding, and me and Bill talked about this a lot, and me and Colin even spoke about it as well, is that typically people would say, well, why don't you just start a Facebook group? And what was happening was you'd start putting this training into a Facebook group, and as it got lower and lower in the group and nobody responded to it anymore, it would kind of get lost in what was going on. So what we wanted to do is to create the culture where the system itself was going to sell the training and sell it for you. Then the system itself was going to be something that you could get involved with to be an affiliate as well. And then they were able to join a group where they could get the support that they wanted, where, somebody comes across your marketing funnel and gets involved with you, then they turn around and they're a little bit lost and they're in 90 Days of Action. So they get in the support group and say, where do I find this information? And anybody in the group can turn around and say, well, that's section 3, video 4. They go and watch it. They come back, say thank you very much. And then anybody else who's becoming a part of the support group, even if they're not a part of the group, is seeing all the support that these people are getting. And in essence, selling the program, selling the opportunity, selling the coaching for everybody who's in there. And our Facebook group's going to get very, very big as well.
Yeah, and the one thing that's frustrating for people is when you go into these, I've been running Traffic University for, 6-8 months now. There's probably 100 videos I dropped into that for training, but go find them. So we're actually going to organize things for you and make it a little easier. And the next thing we want to train you is on all these leads. If you look at, take a moment and go look at your opt-in forms or your landing page or your squeeze pages, as old guys call them. Back when I was building these things in 2006 and 7, there was a picture of Bill McRae, and I had a little story about why I was I guess I was considered a guru at the time, why it was important to be on my list and all the money I made and the things I'm going to teach you for opting into my page. Okay, and so when people opted in, they knew, hey, I'm joining Bill McRae's list. Now, this was something I learned from mentoring with Frank Kern, which I spent, I think it's close to $50,000 mentoring with him. You created a brand around your own name, and therefore every time you send out an email, it gets open and clicked because you deliver value as part of that process. Well, nowadays everyone delivers, they buy ads, they deliver it to a sales funnel like 200 clicks, which is fine, but nobody knows who the hell you are. Excuse my language, but they just, who are you? The next thing is your email comes through and says, Bill McRae, thanks for opting in. They're going, I didn't opt into Bill McRae's. They don't know who you are or something like that. So there's got to be a way to brand yourself and become a expert in the mind of the your leads that you're generating in. So TalkFusion kind of closes that loop for you. But that is something that a individual can use. What attracted me to the program was their compensation program. I mean, you're getting paid for recruiting, but you're also getting paid on your total team's effort. So as you build a team, and as your team builds a team, you start making money, just like we were talking about the 200 clicks that you didn't lift a finger to do. And when you get that payment, you got your debit card, you can take your wife to dinner and she thinks you're a hero, or buy her diamonds or whatever. I know what my wife likes. So, but TalkFusion gives you things like video emails, video newsletters, and other video services. And it has a great compensation program. And it's something that if you recruit people that have local connections, like my brother-in-law is a real estate agent, I can take this program in and say, hey, you could send out these video emails to your clients that have virtual tours on homes that you want to sell. There's all sorts of applications like that that can be done as the product itself. So it's not just a great business opportunity, it's a quality product. But this is something that Colin's been doing for quite a while. I don't know if you have anything you want to add to that.
Yeah, Bill, I'll just say that literally, when we look at the importance of email marketing, of course, it's still the #1 area of investment growth among marketers. It brings back the highest return on your investment than any other form of marketing. And then you combine that with, like you said, the power of video, because that's why people still love face-to-face meetings, right? They like to say, I like to put a face to the name. I like to see who I'm dealing with. People do business with people that they know and trust and like. And the best way for you to do that, the best way for you to warm up your cold market, so to speak, people that you've never met before, that don't have a formal or former relationship with you, is through video marketing. So TalkFusion literally fuses, right, those two powerful elements together, which are email marketing and, of course, video marketing. So it's all wrapped up there into one. Like Bill said, I mean, that's something that you can literally share with any business, any organization. And the compensation plan, once again, they pay instantly.
Did we lose you? Oh, yeah, unfortunately.
That's okay. Yeah, he's on an island there. So he was going to say that they pay instantly. Hey, wait, we got him back. Colin, you back?
Oh, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep, we lost you where you were saying pay instantly.
Oh, okay. All right. So you get paid instantly. We're talking about within 3 minutes anywhere around the world. I mean, that's, once again, as we said, this was all part of us looking at different platforms or programs to promote things that could give you access to income quickly, because of course your bills come in instantly. So why shouldn't your pay come in as quickly as possible as well? So to give people quick access to their income is very, very important. This is a fantastic program. And Bill, I wanted to actually say what you were saying right before this with the importance of coaching with the 90 days of action, is I can definitely testify to that, because being someone who basically became an elite player in sports, I could have never done it without a coach. Teaching me the fundamentals and teaching me everything else, the building blocks to take me to someone who could perform at a very high level. It's the very same thing when it comes to making an online income. You got to make sure you have the coaching. And there's something called the whisper down the lane effect, which is what affects your training being passed down through all of your teams, because you can be a great trainer, or maybe you got trained by a great trainer, but most people only retain about 50% of the information that they see, hear, or read for the first time. And so what's happening is that as a person gets some information, they got to train their teams. They're teaching them about 50% of that. And those people get 50% of that coaching or training, and 50% of that. So it only takes, for a few people to pass it on before a lot of that information isn't passed on properly. So having the 90 days of action and that coaching that they're going to have access to in the program directly, you can ensure that everyone is getting the same level of quality coaching, and that's critical for people to have success online. So yeah, just that was what I wanted to say about both of those points, guys.
That's a very good point. I mean, what we're going to teach people, if you teach them the same thing, it's going to get diluted down by that 50% factor. And it's true. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of these MLMs die out, is they don't put the some sort of coaching program. Why we charge for it is, if people pay for it, they feel invested into it. If you give it away for free, they're like, yeah, so what? So anyhow, let's move on. Step 3, you get your downline to promote the system for you. It's going to sell the 90 days of actions first for the coach, so that their people they recruit have a chance of being successful. You get paid $69, which is doggone nice. Go sell 10 of these. Okay, so you just made $690, right? It's easy to sell. You'll sell it every week. If you're buying traffic and it comes in, the logic is you got to have the system and the training and then the products. The training systems and the products. So you get paid $69 pretty much all the time, and it converts really well. We're working on a very highly effective sales letter for the homepage, and the beautiful thing is that 200 clicks sells it for you. So really, what it comes down to is follow the coaching on traffic and just drive traffic to the funnel once it's set up. You do this for 90 days, it's really easy to get up to $4,000 a month. I mean, I've started basically running this with Traffic Token, and I now have a $10,000 a month business built, and it's been 30 days. So it can be done with anything. So it's, you build 10 of those. I expect to be able to make probably $20,000 to $30,000 a month off of Traffic Token alone by January. So let me move on to the next thing. So we already talked about this one, 90 Days Action, a prepared coaching platform. Okay, so the 90 Days of Action mentorship program, I had a duplicate slide in there. It's a coaching program. We prepared it in a membership site. I'll show you real quick look at it. It includes a membership site that contains all the video training, which is not completely built yet, okay? As a matter of fact, it's not hardly built at all. We've got a lot of work to do on it, so it's in process. All the training will be organized by topic, so that you can find things. If we were just to drop videos into the group, you'll never be able to find the training when you want to do it. Somebody will ask me, well, how do I set up a YouTube channel? I say, it's in the Traffic University group. Well, good luck with that. It's, there's 53,000 posts in there, so who knows where it is. Our customers are also going to have weekly live conference calls it's going to be YouTube Live we're going to use, and all those are going to be held private and will be available within the membership area. So all the training will be recorded and available for members to look at in the members area, in addition to the other training that we provide in the area too. So it's going to grow, and we're going to find as we go along, let's say 90 days from now, Jason or I or Colin may find that, hey, using SMS marketing is the best way to go, and it really is, but we'll talk about that later. How do you implement it? How do you do that? I know how. I can train you how to do it. But one step at a time. 90 days from now might be a great thing to do. So it's going to be a living, vibrant, changing, growing coaching, and it's not you don't have to pay $90 a month. You don't have to pay $997. I used to charge $297 for these programs, and I sold, I think, about 3,000 of them between 2010 and 2014. So there's a lot of value in it. We're not going to charge anything near that, of course, but I'm just saying coaching is a very big need. But we're doing it around one system that's going to generate lots of money for you. Just real quick to give you a glimpse at the inside of our membership portal. I told you there wasn't much to it. It's going to grow dramatically over the course of really the next few days and the next few months. The videos will just be laid out there like you see here. There. Whoops. My mouse is just a pain in the butt. If you ever used a Mac mouse, it sucks. It's going to be laid out in a very logical form, and there'll be pages that you'll go to. It'll say, for training on Facebook, click here, and it'll take you to a Facebook training page. All the videos will be there. For training on YouTube channel, click here. All the YouTube. For buying solo ads, click here. For buying from Udemy, click here. For signing up for all the programs within 200 clicks, there'll be videos on that. So it'll be very segmented and very organized so that you can go in there, find what you need, click on it. You're not having to go hunt for stuff at YouTube or hunt for stuff at in the group or anything like that. So be organized and well put together. All the webinars are going to be scheduled and posted in the group members area. Plus, as you become members, we'll be able to email you and let you know when the webinars are. And if you miss them, it's not a big deal. There'll be a section for webinar replays in the membership site, and you'll be able to log in and see all the replays. Jason, you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, basically 90 days of action. When what we're doing with that is, number one, like Bill was saying, I'm going to stand on your shoulders for a second here. It's a work in progress. So when you get involved with this here, what you're going to see is a skeleton of what it's going to be in just a few days. So we're going to start adding these videos in there. It's going to be a comprehensive curriculum on, training you how to optimize number one, 90 days of action. Number two, 200 clicks, the fully automated system or auto replicator, auto duplicator, whatever you want to call it. It's also going to train you to optimize traffic vendors, the traffic that you get from those traffic vendors, like Traffic Token, MLMTC, Human Eyeballs, Udemy, etc. It's going to teach you how to optimize the leads that come from that as well, and what actually to do with them inside of 200 clicks, and how you can be in front of those people more times than not only with our auto email campaign that's going out to these people, but in different ways that you can do that too. It's also going to optimize other affiliate programs, and we're going to go out inside of 90 days of action. We're going to go over other tips, tricks, strategies, techniques for Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Like Bill was saying, it's going to be segmented. It's going to be very easy to find. And when you need assistance with that, that's what the whole Facebook group is about.
Yeah, you can literally, when you're on Facebook, you can reach out to Jason or I or Colin or anyone you want. And, I spend most of my day sitting here responding to people on Facebook anyway. If we have 1,000 people, we might get slow. I mean, that would be a good problem for us, I guess. But we're there, we're available. And with the group, which we're going to continue to use the Traffic University group for this, we're not going to create a new group. There'll be a way for us to share information. We might make it a closed group, so, and only accept, I don't know, I have to talk to Jason with that, but you run into a lot of problems with Facebook, people who will join your groups just to flame you, just to post their stupid offers and stuff like that. Of course, you guys never see that, because anyone that posts an offer, I just block the guy and I delete his post. We want it to be pristine. You'll see me post offers in there because I own the group, and if Jason's got something he wants to post, we'll post it. But that's, and call it, I mean, that's about it, So
the reason for this webinar really was to introduce everybody to what we're going to be doing and offer an early bird access into 90 days of action. And also everybody who's here who gets involved at the $47 that you see on the screen here, you have a couple days to do that, but the first people through are also going to have basically first affiliate rights, because those people are going to have the program, they're going to understand what's in there, and then this upcoming Sunday, before we run another webinar, we're going to send you out the ability to become affiliates and sell through the webinar that we're going to do. On the webinar, we're going to introduce the price of $77 for a year, and everyone who purchases it from you you make $69 commission instantly. So it's a pretty nice setup. Essentially, you're in a zero-sum position almost immediately. And with that $47, even if you're not a part of 200 clicks right now, the $30 upgrade per month for 200 clicks makes it the $77. And as soon as you have a couple of upgrades inside of that, I mean, you're getting that for free anyways. So you get a few upgrades, a few being 3, a few upgrades inside of 200 clicks, and your monthly fee is paid for in 200 clicks. If you're making one annual payment right now of $47 and you can sell it for $77 to make $69, you're really in a great position of a zero-sum proposition, a zero-sum plus proposition in order to move forward with this. And, like Bill said earlier, sell 10 of these on one of our webinars. Send this out to your list and sell 10 of these. It just starts to become crazy numbers. And inside of the training, as we start to show you how to get that traffic, send that traffic back to the 200 clicks lead capture system that essentially sells it for you for them to buy 90 days of action, then encourages them to upgrade 200 clicks, and then shows them how to buy more traffic and send it back towards 200 clicks. In order to sell 90 days of action, it becomes this perpetual flow of traffic that becomes really this perpetual commission engine that's awesome for everybody, awesome for absolutely everybody, and everybody's making money.
Yeah, that's really it. I mean, what we're talking about is not just. I know there have been some coaching programs launched on Facebook in particular lately, where you were taught how to make $1,000 by spending $1,000, and the techniques they taught you was how to spam Facebook. Okay, so we went through about 3 months of everybody posting their shit on my Facebook wall until I started filing spam complaints on everybody. Now nobody does that. So we're talking about real techniques that truly work, not how to spam people, not how to trick people, not how to, real legal things to do. And the only thing that's going to be sustainable is something that's completely legit, upfront and honest. That's why we're offering the 90 days of action. It's funny. I do have a funny story. Can I tell this story real quick? I originally made the logo for 90 days of satisfaction instead of action. My wife saw that and goes, "What are you selling?" And I looked at it. Jason goes, "It's 90 days of action." Anyhow, pretty funny.
Jump in there, Colin. Jump in there, quick.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I want to jump in here right now. But I tell you what, in terms of the logo, I think when you see the bird taking off there, I think this is definitely what this program will do for you. It will really help you to take flight on the internet. So this is what it's really about. If you want to have speed in terms of building your income online, you got to have a system. If you want sustainability, a sustained income, then you also have to have that critical coaching and those types of things in place. So this really is going to have everything that people need. And I can tell you what, your learning curve is going to be shortened tremendously. I personally spent so many years by myself trying to figure things out, but until I got connected with the right people, people like Jason, people like Bill, that really knew what they were doing, that could take you by the hand and say, "Look, let me cut through the noise for you. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. This is how you do it." That shortened my learning curve tremendously, and your learning curve is going to be shortened even more by what we got here in this program. And this is really tremendous value. It's not going to be hard to sell at all. It really sells itself when you talk about the value that you're getting just for the few bucks that you're paying for it.
Bill, can we get that slide back up there that has the link on?
Oh, you need the slide again?
I'm getting a couple people asking me for that link again. 90 days of action.
I apologize. I can't spend 10 minutes without looking at my guitar.
Yeah, 90daysofAction.com/webinar is where you want to go.
Yeah, we'll post this. I don't know how to use this stupid chat room here.
Why don't you put it back up here inside of just from your PowerPoint presentation. And then I guess we probably should wrap things up. We've kept people hostage for about an hour here to introduce this. And
I've got to go change diapers, guys.
Oh,
yours or?
I got 2 kids outside now. I got 2 kids outside my office. My wonderful, amazing kids. They've been very patient with me. But based on the smell of things coming in here, I think I need to go change my daughter. So guys, thanks again.
Take care, man. So
right.
we appreciate everyone coming, man. I think we probably should wrap up.
we should probably get that.
Action's a great program, man. Get involved.
Yeah, let's get that slide up there again that says 90daysofaction.com. I'm seeing a never-ending, looks like an email page for you.
Do you see it now?
Okay, now it's gone. Now you're back.
Oh, you see me?
Yeah, I see you now.
Well, that's depressing.
We'll figure it out. Go back to share
yeah, I had it set up right. I don't know why it messed up.
All right, so basically 90daysofaction.com/webinar. 90daysofaction.com/webinar is going to get you your early bird access for $47. Now, we're going to raise this again on Sunday to $77. And with early bird access, you're going to get the first email that says go become an affiliate. When that email comes to you, you can become an affiliate. And when we do the webinar on Sunday, you're going to be able to promote it and potentially get yourself in a position to, make $69 for something that you paid $47 for. So you're going to put you in a zero-sum proposition right away. Again, Bill, I'm seeing your email. It looks like Webinar Jam chat over to the right. It looks like I'm seeing your screen.
Well,
for this share.
Yeah, the problem is every time you chat.
Yeah, probably behind all of this stuff, if you shrink your
I'm going to stop it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, because it unfortunately, I don't know what's going on with this program right now.
No, we're good. I mean, I want to get people over to, because I had a couple people asking. A couple people shot me a message and said, okay, well, what's that URL again?
So share this with them, and then also let's get as many people as we can to see the webinar replay. Mm-hmm. And we had a good turnout. I appreciate everyone showing up.
90daysofaction.com/webinar. 90daysofaction.com/webinar. All right, gang. Thanks so much.
Just hang out.